Hey everyone! Today we're diving into one of the most baffling and spine-chilling paranormal cases from Wyoming. A story from 1997 that still has experts scratching their heads. You might have heard rumors or seen quick mentions online, but trust me, when you hear all the details, you'll understand why this case remains so unsettling. Before we jump in, I want you to think about this. What would you do if you encountered something completely unexplainable right in your own backyard? Stick around and let me know your thoughts in the comments. First, a little context about Wyoming itself. Known for its sweeping plains, rugged mountains, and deep forests, Wyoming is the kind of place where nature still holds many secrets. It's sparsely populated, with vast stretches of wilderness that can feel both breathtaking and eerie. The perfect setting for paranormal encounters. Now, 1997 wasn't just any year. This was a time when paranormal stories were gaining momentum across the U.S. TV shows like Unsolved Mysteries and Sightings were at their peak, and people were fascinated by unexplained phenomena. But this Wyoming case stood out because it involved not just local witnesses, but also physical evidence that baffled even seasoned investigators. So here's what happened. In the summer of '97, a small community near the Medicine Bow National Forest reported strange lights in the sky, but not your usual fireworks or planes. These were pulsating, shifting in colors from blue to bright white, and moving in ways no conventional aircraft could. What made it stranger? Multiple families witnessed the event from different angles over several nights. One woman described it like watching a living creature of light dance above the treetops. Can you imagine that? But this wasn't just about lights. Over the next few days, reports came in about unexplained noises, a low humming sound that some described as otherworldly, almost like a choir of tones vibrating through the air. Dogs in the area began howling uncontrollably, and several residents reported strange electrical disturbances. Lights flickering, radios crackling with static, and some even said their watches stopped working during the sightings. Deep dive, the witness accounts. Now, the eyewitnesses. One family, the Johnsons, became central to this story. Mr. Johnson was a local rancher, known for his practical, no-nonsense attitude. He never believed in ghost stories or aliens. But when he saw the lights one night and felt the strange vibrations in the air, he said something changed in him. His wife and 2 kids described similar experiences. A sense of overwhelming calm, followed by an intense feeling of being watched. The youngest, a 9-year-old girl, even sketched the light formations, which looked like geometric shapes, triangles and hexagons, connected by thin beams of light. What's fascinating is that many witnesses, including the Johnson family, reported a shared experience of missing time. They'd glance at their watches before the lights appeared, and afterward, hours would have seemingly disappeared. Connecting the dots, historical and paranormal links. Here's where things get even more intriguing. This area of Wyoming has a history of strange occurrences dating back decades. In the 1960s, there were reports of ghost lights seen by railroad workers, glowing orbs that hovered near the tracks and vanished mysteriously. Locals called them spook lights. And get this, Native American tribes in the region have legends about sky spirits and light beings who appear to warn or guide people during times of great change. Could the 1997 event be connected to these ancient stories? Maybe some form of communication or visitation, physical evidence, and investigation. After the sightings, local authorities and paranormal investigators arrived on the scene. They collected soil and vegetation samples from the spots where the lights had hovered. Lab analysis showed something strange. Unusually high levels of radiation and traces of a rare mineral not commonly found in that area. But here's the kicker. No one could explain how the radiation levels increased temporarily without a known source. Could it have been a natural geological phenomenon? Or something else? Cameras set up by investigators caught glimpses of the lights on infrared, but the footage was fuzzy, yet undeniably real. Some experts speculated it might be a previously undiscovered atmospheric phenomenon, but others believed it was proof of an alien presence or a dimensional breach. Speculation and theories. Let's pause here and get speculative. What do you think could cause such an event? Was it an extraterrestrial visitation? A secret government experiment gone wrong? Or maybe a natural but unknown atmospheric anomaly? One interesting theory floating around is the time slip hypothesis, where people experience a momentary shift in time or reality. The missing time reported fits that perfectly. Imagine if the lights were a portal, briefly opening to another dimension. Could the vibrations and missing time be side effects of crossing through this threshold? Anecdotes and lesser-known details. Here's a lesser-known detail. Months after the event, several locals reported dreams filled with similar lights and feelings of floating above the forest. The dreams were vivid, almost like memories, and some people claimed the lights communicated messages through symbols and feelings rather than words. Could these dreams be psychic impressions left behind by whatever was in the sky? And remember the electrical disturbances? There was one incident where a local radio station briefly broadcasted strange static mixed with an unknown language during the nights of the sightings. Unfortunately, the recordings were lost, but a few residents swear it wasn't any human language. Broader context: paranormal events in 1997. 1997 was a big year for paranormal stories globally. That same year, the Phoenix Lights incident happened in Arizona, a massive and widely witnessed UFO sighting. Coincidence? Or was there a surge of unexplained aerial phenomena across the U.S. that year? The Wyoming event, though smaller in scale, shares many similarities: the lights, the missing time, and physical evidence. Audience interaction, and hypotheticals. So, I want to turn it over to you. If you were in the Johnson family's shoes, seeing these lights and experiencing the missing time, how would you react? Would you investigate, run away, or try to communicate? And what about those dreams? Have you ever had a dream that felt more like a memory or message from somewhere else? Drop your stories or theories below. I'm super curious about what you think. Conclusion: why this case still matters. Even decades later, Wyoming's 1997 paranormal case remains unsolved and deeply fascinating. It challenges our understanding of reality, time, and the universe. Whether you believe in aliens, time slips, or natural mysteries, one thing is clear: some events defy easy explanation. Maybe, just maybe, Wyoming is one of those rare places where the veil between worlds thins just enough to give us a glimpse of something beyond our everyday lives. Thanks for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed diving into this mystery, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and don't forget to share your thoughts below. Until next time, keep your eyes open, because sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.